Do you feel like you don't have time to stop? You don't even have time to catch your breath. So many women, while trying to conceive, feel like they're against this massive time pressure and you're racing against the clock and desperately trying to get pregnant as soon as possible. And we can end up experiencing prenatal depletion, where you are exhausted and on the edge of burnout even before you enter pregnancy, birth, new motherhood. Hundreds and hundreds of women are now being diagnosed with postnatal depletion. So that's once you get to the other side of all of that, feeling burnt out and just completely depleted by motherhood, by the process of being pregnant, the process of giving birth, of caring for a newborn. And so the last thing you want to do is go into pregnancy already feeling depleted. You want to be guarding yourself against the burnout and doing everything you can to nourish and nurture your body in preparation for this time when you're expecting your body to be nourishing and nurturing your baby. So how do we do that? That's what we're going to be addressing in today's video. Hello, for people who don't know me, I'm Naomi Wolfson of Embrace Fertility. I'm a fertility hypnotherapist and I specialize in supporting women right from when they decide that they want to become a mother through fertility, pregnancy, birth and into motherhood, protecting your mental health and your well-being so that you can enjoy the process rather than being burnt out and depleted. So the first thing we're going to do is a little kind of stock check of where you are. Do you feel like you're burnt out, or do you feel like you're maybe heading towards burnout? Just take a moment, hand on heart, take a deep breath. Just tune in with yourself and ask yourself that question. Do I feel depleted? And see what comes up for you. Are you feeling energetically depleted? Do you feel like you're struggling with energy levels, with tiredness? Do you feel like your happiness depleted? Do you feel like you're just on this hamster wheel and there's no time and space for joy or play anymore because there's just too many things you're trying to accomplish in each day, week and month? Do you feel like you are nutritionally depleted? Do you feel like you are literally nourishing your body with the food and beverages that you're consuming? Are you nourishing yourself in terms of getting enough sleep, enough exercise, enough love, comfort, hugs, physical touch with people that you care about? All of these different areas in our life, we can feel depleted in just one area, or we can begin to feel depleted in all areas, and this is where we can head into burnout, where our body is telling us that we just need to slow down and stop. And if we don't listen to those messages, our body will start to shout. So if you don't listen to the whispers of your body then shouts. And that's when you then hit burnout. That's when your body, physically something happens that makes you stop and rest, and it's really inconvenient because then you don't have the choice to move, but there's no allowance for that. So everything that's being expected of you still needs to happen. You physically can't do it. And that's what we want to guard against. So how do we do that? So think about, what can you delete from your life right now? Just maybe grab your diary, grab your to-do list, lay it out and just look, what can I just delete? What can I just cross out? And even if I can't cross it out forever, what can I cross out for this month, for this week, for this day? What can be just deleted? Just cross it out. And things that you can't just completely delete, what can you delay? Is there something that you could take from this month and put into next month? Are there things this week that you can just shift, just delay to give yourself some spaciousness in this week? What are the things that you can delegate? The things that, just think about the things that only you can do. Anything else, delegate. Anything you can do. And sometimes the easiest things to delegate are maybe parts of work, in your career? Are there bits that you can delegate to colleagues? Could you get an assistant in to take over things that don't absolutely have to happen through you? Could you get a cleaning company in to clean your home? Could you buy in, good quality pre-packaged, pre-made meals so that you can delegate the meal preparation? And this can be really hard to start with, because when we're going at 100 miles an hour, it's easier for us to just do it. Or it feels like it's easier for us to do it, because actually the time to stop and delegate and explain what needs doing or set something up takes time. But in the long run, it gives us that spaciousness. The next is, what things can you just do? On your lists are the things that are stressing you out, that are there in your head with that open loop of, maybe it's questions, maybe it's like, I don't know what IVF clinics, for example, are in my area, and how much I have no idea what the options are in my area. And it's this open loop of questions. Whereas actually just spending 15 minutes just doing that, answering that question, can free up your thinking and give you space in that way. So look at the things that you can just do. So that's some really practical ways to start giving yourself a bit of space. Now we look at the emotional and energetic side of this. So I want you just to take a moment, and if it's safe to do so, close your eyes and take a really deep breath in. Hand on your heart, and ask yourself the question, what do I need? And note there that I'm not asking you to ask, what do I need to do? What do I need? Just open your eyes. This is a really fantastic question that I want you to start asking yourself on a regular basis, because so many of us are in the habit that we wake up in the morning and we go, what do I need to do today? Here's the to-do list. What do I need to do this week? What do I need to do? Ask yourself, what do I need? And it might be really simple that you need some water. You need some food. You need to call someone that you haven't spoken to for a while. Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you need to really rest. You need to just book a day off and just snooze for a day. Ask yourself, what do I need? See what comes up. Maybe to start with, you don't get an answer. Maybe this is something that you need to practice and get used to listening to that inner voice. But this is so important, because we can override our body's messages. And this is how I ended up burning myself out completely. So I was physically and emotionally burnt out while trying to conceive. And we were going into fertility treatment, and I just felt like this husk of a person. I was going through all the motions, and I was doing all these things. I was doing the supplements, and I was doing the acupuncture, and I was doing the fertility yoga, and I was doing the journaling, and I was doing the meditation. I was doing all these things, tick, 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 ticking them off the list. And rush. And I was so burnt out, and I was so depleted. And I wasn't listening to my body. So I remember one time literally running to get to an acupuncture appointment because I'd overrun at work. And I arrived and I was like sweating and I was exhausted. And so the whole session was basically about rebalancing me from the stress of getting to acupuncture. And I was like, this is completely pointless. This is not helping me. It needs to be, if I'm choosing to do acupuncture, I should be honoring that time and space in those sessions to show up for myself. The same goes with meditation. So often we can feel like, oh, I need to tick meditation off. So we just sit there and we're really tense and we're like meditating. Oh, oh God. Oh, I've done it. Tick. That's not the point. We want, especially with mindfulness, meditation, to just be totally present. And you could be totally present going, I'm feeling really stressed. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. And that is fine. But honor that moment. Just fully be with those emotions rather than wanting to skip how you feel and dash on to the next thing. So I invite you to sign up to my mailing list if you haven't already and listen to the Heart Anchor meditation. It's a beautiful 10-minute meditation where I'm asking you just to sit, put a hand on your heart, and then connect with gratitude, connect with joy, connect with peace. And if there are times if you're feeling like it's really hard, you haven't been experiencing those things in your life recently, don't worry. because I'm going to ask you to look back into your past and connect with a time where you felt that before. So it might have actually been years ago that you felt this sense of peace, this sense of everything being okay. I'm going to ask you to connect back in with those. So you can go and access that meditation at embracefertility.co.uk. Just join my mailing list and you'll get instant access. So to finish off today, I want us just to re-ask that question, what do I need? So just sit down somewhere, and only if it's safe to do so, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Hand on heart. What do I need? And just sit and listen for the answer. What do I need? I hope you found this video useful. If so, please do subscribe, and then you'll be the first to know when a new video comes out. And yes, please do come and join my mailing list for all the top information on the mind-body link while you're trying to conceive. Bye.